Alright, so I'm going to show how to open up and disassemble this HP Spectre x360 convertible model 13-AE011DX. So first thing we're going to do is remove the little rubber feet here. So I just use my fingernails, but you can use whatever works for you. You can use plastic pry tools or a needle, whatever. Alright, we're just going to peel that off. A lot of times the rubber separates from the adhesive strip here. So here you can see this one, it was actually already all peeling off. But if you can, realign that so that it stays better. Alright, so we're going to use a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver. And it looks like on the bottom we have, somebody must have opened this before because the screws are different. But anyways, looks like there's some T5 or Torx 5 screws as well. If your screws are different, make sure to use the right size screwdriver. Because it looks like somebody messed with this already, so it could be that the screws that are on this one are going to be different from yours. You want to keep all the screws in order. I do that by putting the flat side down like this on my desk in the order that I remove them. So you can see there's 4 going across. You don't want to mix them up because they can be different size, shape, and lengths, and if you mix them up, you can actually damage your computer that way. These 2 screws are bigger than the other 2 in the middle. Again, we're going to need a T5 or Torx 5 screwdriver. On this side, I have a feeling they mixed up this screw, and this is supposed to be a T5 as well. But it looks like it's a PH0 or JAS0 screwdriver, so I'm going to switch to that. Alright, again, you want to check your screws and make sure you use the right screwdriver. Somebody worked on this and put the wrong screws in there. We're going to check if there's any screws hidden underneath here. Most likely not, but never know. Alright, this one seems more difficult to remove. And no, there's no screws under there, so we're just going to stick this back down. Okay. Alright, and let's go ahead and pop this out. It'll help to use a suction cup. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to flex the case in this way so that it pulls these clips away from the back there. Alright, so I'm going to push down here while I kind of pull up, and here you can see it releases the cover. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay, just like that. There you go. You can also do that with some tape. You can just have the tape meet together like this, and you can make like a little pull tab on the middle side sections here. But that's how I do it with a suction cup so that we don't have to keep replacing parts. Oh man, so here you can see there's some liquid damage on the battery here. You can see it's like brown. The customer said that they had some sanitizing wipes or something that were in there. Let's see, is there any other noticeable damage? He said it was in the screen. So far I just see damage in the battery. I don't see any damage over here. So actually there's some burnt looking stuff up in this corner here on this USB port. Okay, let's see if we can peel this up. Okay, so if you're wondering, RAM is under here. It's not replaceable, soldered to the motherboard. Wireless card also soldered to the motherboard. Got this connector here, looks like for a speaker. Fan connector here. These kinds of connectors are the kinds you have to get underneath and pop them up. It's just like the MacBook connectors. If you need to see how to remove those, watch a few of my other videos. But here you can see the connectors here. You basically get underneath the connector and you have to pop it from underneath. I'm going to leave those as is. You got a fingerprint sensor connector here. Speaker connector here. Alright, battery. You got this connector here, which I'm not sure what it's for. This connector goes into the screen. Yeah, I don't know what this small connector is for. But we're going to leave that as is for now. If we figure it out, I'll let you know. Alright, let's peel this up. Alright, then you got the other fan connector here. Right, you got the LCD LVDS connector right here. This connector connects the power button as well as the USB port and the headphone jack. You got a small connector for this little board down here, which is for a micro SD card slot. Sorry, I'm like holding this all weird. And then you got a M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD. So if you wanted to upgrade the storage, it's a PCIe NVMe. There's just one screw. You can pop the thing up slightly at an angle, and then you can pull it out. And then you got another speaker connector here. All right, you got the keyboard backlight connector, keyboard, and then I'm pretty sure that's the trackpad. I'm gonna try popping the battery out. It looks like somebody already did that, but we're gonna pop it out again, I guess. So it looks like we're gonna use a PH0 or JAS0 screwdriver. This video is more just for a look inside the computer. Hopefully, if you need to work on this, you kind of already know how to work on computers. So there's another screw here. The battery model number, you can actually see it in big letters here, CP03XL. All right. Okay, we're just right now removing the screws for the battery. And it looks like somebody left the battery disconnected, which makes sense because there's like some burnt looking stuff there. Anyways, usually when I disconnect the battery, I get my fingernails at the wings here and I kind of just wiggle to pull that out. Okay, and then let's go ahead and lift the battery up and out of here. So we're going to lift from the back here, and then we're going to slide it back. It looks like it's caught here. Make sure you unthread the speaker connection here so that you can pull this out. All right, so let me undo the speaker connection here. Okay, just unthreading it. Oops, I accidentally popped the connector off. I don't know if there's is there a hidden screw under there? No. Okay, I don't see any hidden screws underneath for the battery, so let's go ahead now and lift this back up. All right, and hopefully now we can lift it out. It feels like it's caught somewhere over here. Let's pull the battery connector out. Oh, okay, this connector was just strong enough that it was holding it down. So there we go, we got the battery out. There's also an HP spare part number if the regular model number isn't good enough for you, which is 929072-855. And yes, that is the trackpad connector. It looks like there's like liquid residue all in here. I don't know if you can see that. So I have a feeling this computer is not going to be worth repairing. It's going to probably need a new battery. Motherboard's probably going to be damaged, and possibly the screen, because he said there was liquid all over the screen. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try plugging it in, and we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and put this back in. So we're going to get the battery connector in first, and then we're going to pinch the two pieces together to get that in place. All right. We're going to get the speaker wire back in. Sorry, I'm not like adjusting the zoom and everything like I usually do, but I'm just trying to do this quickly. All right. Let's go ahead and get the screws in. All right, and get the bottom screws in. All right, let's try powering this up. I don't have an HP. Oh, actually, I think they left me the charger, so let me go grab that real quick and I'll be back. All right, so we got the charger cable. We're gonna plug this in. Let's see if it even lights up the charging port. So the oh, okay, it's showing the charging light right now. All right, let's open. Actually, it just flickered on and then off. It keeps blinking, so I don't think it's gonna do anything. Let's go ahead and try powering it up and see what happens. Power button did nothing at all. Yeah, I think this thing's completely fried. Nothing's happening at all. And the charge light just keeps flashing different colors, so that's definitely not going to do anything. All right, so definitely I'm going to say it has a motherboard issue. I'm going to pull the battery connector back out and then plug it in and see if there's any change, because that's how they had it. So let's try that. Any change at all? Nope. The charge light just keeps flickering and flashing. Okay, so most likely it's going to need a new battery, motherboard, and then possibly screen. He told me when he turned it on before it was the screen was lighting up, or not the screen was lighting up, but the keyboard and the power buttons was lighting up, but the screen wasn't coming on. And that's most likely, I'm going to say it's the motherboard that's toast. So I don't think this is going to be worth repairing. I'm going to hold this, use the suction cup to flex it up again, and then get this part down. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. All right. Get all the clips in. Oh, the side clips aren't in. Make sure you get those. This is not wanting to go in right. We have to pull it up to flex it. There we go. So you kind of have to pull the cover up slightly to flex it to get it to be able to go into place. All right, let's go ahead now and put back all these screws. Switch back to the PH1 or JS1 screwdriver to put these back screws in. All right, get these all in. Okay. This one in. All right. Let's go ahead and switch back to the PH0 or JS0, though it should be the T5 or Torx 5, I believe, down here. The customer should have told me that somebody else worked on this before, because if somebody else already looked at it, then most likely it's not going to be a cheap, easy fix. So anyways, switch back to the T5 or Torx 5 screwdriver. We'll get that screw in. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video at least was helpful to show you what was inside the computer and maybe helped you get inside to replace the SSD if you wanted to upgrade it. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you. Thanks for watching. Helped you save a bunch of money. Please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Again, these are customer computers. I don't own them. So I won't have these by the time you watch this video. If you have questions on it, hopefully you'll be able to find the answers on Google or something, but I most likely won't know. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one. Let's drop this spike.